new executive order placing travel restrictions on countries including Yemen, Somalia, Haiti,
They said it was
Libya.
about safety. But when over 50 countries, mostly in Africa, the Caribbean and Asia, find themselves on America's blacklist, the question isn't who's coming in, but who's being kept out. In 2025, the US doubles down on its most polarizing policy yet. A travel ban expansion so sweeping it redraws the map of who's welcome and who's watched. This bold visual expose unpacks the heartbreak behind the handshakes, the silence behind the sanctions. Witty, bold, unapologetically human, this isn't just another news recap. This is a global wake-up call disguised as a visa policy. Is this about borders or bias, security or strategy? Let's find out. The world is more connected than ever, yet more divided at its borders. Planes fly, but not all passengers are welcome. The US travel ban is back, and this time, it's more expansive than ever. How did we get here? The Trump administration, revived and unfiltered, reintroduces a sweeping immigration crackdown. What started as a security policy years ago has now evolved into a geopolitical chess move. Over 50 nations find themselves blacklisted. Again. A Sudanese father denied the chance to walk his daughter down the aisle. A mother in Ghana who can't hold her newborn grandson in Texas. These aren't statistics. They're heartbreaks multiplied by policy. Who holds the power? With a signature and a press conference, the president enforces what courts and Congress quietly allow. Absolute power, maybe not. But the silence is loud. The African Union says it's a slap in the face. The UN calls it a regression. Protesters march in New York, Nairobi, and London, holding banners that read, "No walls, no bans." Now that we've reached this far, let's find out who's on the list. If this is your first time, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel War. We are reclaiming. Let's break it down by continent. Each flag tells a story. A question mark over sovereignty, security, and suspicion. Nigeria. Africa's most populous nation on the list, again, because apparently economic ambition is now a red flag. Ghana, the gateway to West Africa, now temporarily shut from entering America. Welcome mats rolled up. Ethiopia, from ancient kingdoms to modern bans. A nation that once resisted colonialism now resists this label. Egypt, an American ally, but loyalty only counts until it doesn't. Security ties don't seem to earn immigration privileges. Tanzania, from Mount Kilimanjaro to a mountain of paperwork, Tanzanian visas may now hit a wall. Zimbabwe, it's not about gold, tourism, or history anymore. It's about suspicion. Welcome to the banned list. Burkina Faso, fighting its own terrorism at home, punished abroad, a nation holding its ground gets held back at the gate. Cameroon, split by conflict, now also split from opportunity. Côte d'Ivoire, a West African powerhouse, blocked not for threat but for bureaucratic imperfection. Democratic Republic of Congo, the Congo River flows but visas now don't. Djibouti, strategically vital, but now flagged. Apparently proximity to power doesn't equal trust. Gabon, forests deep, passports shallow in access. Gambia, a sliver on the map, a giant in remittance ties suddenly cut off. Angola, oil-rich but diplomacy poor in Washington's eyes. Benin, one of Africa's most stable democracies, yet not immune to global politics. Cabo Verde, an island of music, migration, and now mistrust. Liberia, a nation with deep historical ties to the US, now snubbed by the same. Malawi, warm heart of Africa, cold reception at US borders. Mauritania, the desert stretches but US policy pulls the rug out. Niger under military rule. But are its citizens to blame? Senegal, vibrant democracy, rising influence. Still flagged for administrative reasons. South Sudan, still building a nation, now banned from building dreams abroad. Sao Tome and Principe, tiny islands with a big penalty. Uganda, on the front line of US-Africa security interests, now behind the travel line. Zambia, copper flows, visas don't. And here is the list for the Caribbean. Dominica, home to nature's beauty, and now part of America's suspicion list. St. Lucia, sun-kissed beaches, but your passport might get the cold shoulder. Antigua and Barbuda, from carnival to caution, no entry guaranteed. St. Kitts and Nevis, selling citizenship. Washington isn't buying it. Here's the list for Asia and Central Asia. Bhutan, the happiest country in the world, banned. No joy in the visa queue. Kyrgyzstan, nestled in mountains, flagged in memos. Here is another list for the Pacific Islands. Cambodia, temples, traditions, and a travel block. Tonga, from island rhythm to immigration red tape. Tuvalu, sinking islands, rising restrictions. Vanuatu, a paradise penalized. Syria, still banned, still suffering. The war never ends, at home or abroad. Final thought. This isn't just about borders. It's about beliefs, about who we trust, who we fear, and who we shut out. What if the next Einstein is on that banned list? What if empathy is what we've really restricted? The last question. The world is watching, so we ask, is this safety or is it strategy dressed as fear? You decide.